Alright, watch your head.
Watch your head. You can walk on your own.
Think you brought it?
Alright. Watch your head as well.
Huh?
Alright, let's go.
No. Damn.
Well, beat up this cadet, bro.
I guess I can't shoot today.
Alright, over here, let's get your fingerprints taken. Maybe a needle shot as well. Lean back.
Oh, what you
I can't see shit, bro.
Alright, I'll over here.
Alright, Mr. Curtis, let's
I'm not really seeing anything here.
Yo, cadet, I hope you give him back that stick, bro.
Sir, I do not want to keep the stick.
Shit shouldn't even be on you in the first place.
Sure, Mr. PK, can you?
What do you need from me, sir?
Mr. Levi, can you go
You
over
want
to
to
the...
take a picture of him, bookshelf?
Whoa,
wait a second, Mr.
This
Levi,
is
wait a
not
second.
law
Let's like
accurate.
that.
This
Let's
is
wait
not
till,
law accurate.
this guy does it.
Yes, sir.
I'm at least 6'3".
Hey, by the way, you have a warrant.
I don't think I do.
What's my warrant?
I'll tell you the cells. I haven't
Did
checked.
you take the picture, cadet?
Yes, sir.
Alright, you can put the camera away. Sir, come over here, next to the computer.
Alright, Mr. Levi, go ahead and get over there.
never mind.
You know,
Yep,
peek him
I'll
and
go
take his
after.
fingerprint.
Like your haircut.
Hey, man, same,
Alrighty,
same,
follow
bro.
me, Mr. Levi.
Same barber, I guess.
It's okay. All right.
Go to the cell.
Alright, step over there.
What's the 95? Did you get their gun?
Yes, I have it. And I have a picture of him too.
If it comes back hot,
Alright, I'm gonna play that one more time.
Second bot. Yeah.
Yeah, I need a lawyer, by the way. Rick.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
Where would you like me to go?
Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna place your switchblade and your knife in a lock storage, okay?
Yes, sir.
Alright, lovely.
All right.
Hold on. Let me just make sure.
Props for staying calm. Listen, the moment I say something wrong, that's when everything gets highlighted on me, and I'm the
So what'd you say, bro?
like motherfuckers could do 110
Alright, so
bad things.
Fix radio phone and knives, okay?
I don't.
All right.
So no.
Come over here to the cell,
Yeah, that should be good.
and we'll get your lawyer down there soon.
You're
Rick,
not. You're still in the cell with me, by the way.
Oh, okay. I won't be in the cell in a second.
Okay, okay.
Which lawyer do you want?
Rick, please.
Rick. What's his last name?
Slick Rick.
Oh, I know.
Slick Rick.
All right.
Your hair.
Yeah, did a little haircut.
Arresting officers can come
Can't
over
decide
here,
what I
please.
feel
It should
about
be
it yet.
around. I just see.
What, you like
Just
it?
new, shocking, you know?
Yeah, it's a little different.
I call him?
Different is good.
Different, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Rick.
Okay, perfect.
Edward,
Yo, listen. The moment I start
Then
freaking out,
there-
it's the worst thing ever. That's why I just don't say anything no more. I'm like,
I'm gonna tell
I'm
you
like
what to
highlighted,
do. Come on.
so I just keep my mouth shut.
Edward and Sans, come on.
But if the worst shit's being
Come
done
on,
to
get
me,
it.
it's cool. Nobody says
Right
that.
The cop up. Someone to check the sound of the cells.
They're not gonna do that.
Fucking PD shootout.
There's actually a lot of good cops, bro. There's a lot of good cops. Don't get it twisted. And some of these good cops, a lot of these,
Am I seeing
like
things?
the ones, the two cops we took,
Sir, I'm a magician.
they're good
That was
cops. A
fucking
lot of these
crazy.
cops are
What
good.
the
Don't get it
Crazy?
twisted.
Yeah,
But
I'm
also, I
actually-
think when
Yeah, so I can do. I just wanted you to know that I can.
I just don't think there's like
you know what I
any
mean?
like, Yo,
a
you-
magician. But
this
I
is the
would
max cops
do
that can be on the scene.
Exactly.
They're doing whatever the
should
fuck they
probably,
want to
like,
do, you
start a
know.
show. That was fucking crazy.
Let's just keep it a buck.
I will.
But there's a lot of good cops.
Thank you.
Do you have any ideas?
But this has been
Maybe-
for
maybe
us in
something with, like,
RP wise.
Matrix or
This has
something.
been a couple months where the build up
That
is
could be
happening,
cool.
right? And everybody's getting an individual. Like I don't feel like
Any suggestions? I'm all ears.
for like a case perspective, I don't feel like he's had any of these experience. But like a Suarez, a me, Peanut,
See here, I could-
maybe a Rami, we've had. So it's been a build up. So this is how we're gonna RP it out. Don't want to tell them no. It's what you say instead of acting like yeah. But to be fair, you know what we kind of did was there like. And like I don't like shit to happen and blame people after. Like I think we do that too much as a squad. I don't like that. But maybe in hindsight,
Give me 1 second here.
you know,
I'm also very limber.
I thought we was taking them out of the car and getting back in the car, but we blew up the car and then it was like, well, where the fuck are we gonna go? If we stayed in the car and then shot the propane tank while they were there, maybe we would have had a better chance of getting away.
Oh.
But also, these boys were saying shit on the radio, but we was doing trial court. And yo, shit happens, bro. People get caught up in a moment. It just builds up.
That's right. There are.
We just keep it pushing.
Oh, you can start now with a low payment of $500 to $18.61. Absolutely not, sir. That was a magical gun. With magical bullets.
I listen, Rain. I think I believe what you're saying, but I think there's gonna be a turnaround. And this is the first time that we've kind of witnessed like crims being super weak. Normally, it's like when the balance is off, it's kind of like a little like it'd be like here. So it'd be like there's still excuses, but right now it's like here, and we've seen it for like 2-3 months. So now when it gets back to like where we get proper guns, proper armor, and we start fucking up PD, like PD cannot say shit. No one's gonna feel sorry for them. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it's gonna be. Like there's no these crims guns are unbalanced, blah, 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 blah. Like we've been having shitty pistols and trying to fight crime for the last 3 months. And we still smacking them down, to be fair.
Wait, when did they add this? It's 2531.
Yeah, listen, Ravage is very aware of shit, and shit will get changed. So we just keep it pushing. We keep it. You know what I'm saying? We'll just use this for RP to build up a better like this is not gonna stop us. We go to jail, we're gonna come out and we're gonna do it again. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep this shit. Let's just keep this shit as a story we're building. I felt bad for Casa 2.0, but looking back with the drugs and stuff, like yeah. This is my undercover look, Links. Yeah, exactly. Even
Hey,
when
who's a
things,
supervisor? I need to speak to one now.
even when things are hectic, we can still create RP out of it.
Looks at Knox.
There ain't no way that you need me. There's gotta be someone else.
Howdy, Corporal. Okay.
Hello, everyone.
She's upstairs.
Attempted first-degree murder. I don't know when that charge dropped, but
Wait, what? $dollars?
$30,000.
it's
It's a court charge, $30,000.
it is a court charge.
Ultimately, the judges decide at the end of.
It's $15,000 and 2,880 months.
Wait, what charge?
Yeah, but you won't get it until your trial.
Why are we even getting that charge?
Because you guys just kidnapped cops, explain to them why you were gonna try and kill them, and then try and kill them.
But we didn't kill. We didn't try to. We didn't even put a bullet in them. What are you talking about?
It's all in the statements. I wasn't there.
You wasn't there, but you just said we're getting these charges like you were there.
I'm telling you, that's why you're getting the charge.
But you're saying we didn't even shoot those cops. So the cop that said that he got kidnapped, he didn't even go down. So how we getting those charges?
Report ready to be shared.
I'm gonna keep it a whole stack. I wasn't even there. So.
Okay, where were you?
Who were the cops in the vehicle? Can they identify the people that were in the vehicle? And do they look like me? Yep. That's what I want to know right now.
Where are your clothes at?
Exactly. So you know what I look like, right? And you can't mistake me. So let's identify them. Who was in the vehicle? Was it me?
I wasn't seeing it.
Okay. Can we get them then? Where are they at?
How are they making charges and don't have a DOJ?
One of them is right there. Sands.
Okay, so yeah. Where is he? Let's talk to him real quick.
Sands,
Yes.
come over here, please.
Yeah.
How you doing, Mr. Sands? Was I in a vehicle with you just now? Yeah, the vehicle that you were in that was.
All right, last time I was in the cells, I was very chill, but I'm going Karen mode.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Are any of them in the cells?
Yeah, fine. Appreciate the 1 year.
You saw me do that?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Shit, Ellie.
Damn.
Wait, hold on.
Trying to fucking knock the memory out of his head.
Hold on, before we lose, before we forget, okay, burden of proof, beyond a reasonable doubt, I just heard probably. That is not beyond a reasonable doubt.
Okay, first of all, it's gonna go to court. It's court charge, so you won't be taking any of this fine or time until the day of your court date.
But I guess what I'm trying to understand is where's the attempted first degree murder? Where's the articulation for that?
Oh, so it's pretty much what happened. Yeah, myself and Cody got taken hostage by 4 suspects, right? On a couple of us. And I do vividly remember, like you, with the same gray coat and red hair. And you were one of the guys that pointed the gun at myself and Cody. Amongst the guy, and was the guy in the green.
How do you know I had red hair?
Because I saw you with red hair.
How?
There was somebody with red hair there. I mean, how I saw it.
So you can.
So you're saying the individuals weren't masked up?
Yeah, I wasn't masked.
You were, but okay.
Interesting. Okay, we can't even have him on the. This guy is lying. This guy's a fucking liar, and you want him to go to court. Okay, this is crazy.
Okay, so what I'm gonna say.
Okay, what are you gonna say?
Okay, I don't think there's
Okay,
any need
that's
for
not-
that.
God. Okay, this is gonna.
What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
Stop! Everybody stop! Everybody
Let me
stop.
hear it. Let me hear it. What do you have to say?
Okay, look.
You kidnapped an officer. You brought up.
I didn't do
next to the
shit.
gas tank, and you blow gas tank
You
up.
think that's what I did?
That's
I didn't do
attempted
anything.
first
All right,
degree
listen.
murder.
Let me
Yeah,
explain
sure.
our job. Our job is to charge you with the charges that we think will stick in court. Okay.
Bro, no need
So you're
for
not getting any
fucking
fine
toxicity.
or time for it.
You guys are literally not thinking at all.
Knox, do we even have judges?
No, that's
You
not
just said you gotta think of the charges, but you're not thinking at all. What you said at first degree attempted. What officer went down? What did those 2 officers go down at all? So how's it even attempted murder? That doesn't even make any sense.
Did you just like that guy? Okay.
Did you get blown up from the gas tank or anything like that?
I got hit while they were shooting the gas tank as well, but I ran away and I escaped getting first.
So did you go down though? Is that attempted murder?
I didn't go down, no. But I did get hit.
So that's not even battery. I don't even know what you guys are saying. You guys are just making shit up.
No, but I did get hit by the bullets while they were shooting the gas tank.
So then that's a battery charge, no? So how the fuck are you saying a gas tank is blowing you up? That's not even attempted murder. That's not even first.
It is definitely attempted murder.
You didn't even go down. You said you got shot. You got shot in the arm.
Yeah, no, but I got hit. Exactly.
But if
going down. Wouldn't it be whether or not you died or did not die?
okay, but if a person regularly shoots you, you guys give aggravated a battery, right?
Yes.
So how the fuck is this attempted first degree attempted murder?
You guys taking them from their cop car, bringing them up there, putting them next to a gas tank, and trying to blow up the gas
But the gas tank, but they didn't even get blown up from a gas tank.
It didn't explode.
Bro, you guys are literally brain dead, bro.
Yeah, I'm fucking Brain dead.
Like Knox, you're just making up shit to make up shit.
Making it up right now, literally.
Just like you did last time, Knox. You just be making up shit.
Like that. Yeah.
This guy said he ran away and it's first degree attempted. Like what? A court charge?
Yeah, like I said, you will get the charge if you get found guilty in court in the future.
You guys shouldn't even be given that charge though. You guys can't describe what happened.
I just don't think you're listening.
No, Knox, you don't listen. That's your problem. You stick with something and you just want to stick with it.
You think it won't stick.
That's what the same thing you did last time, and you just want to stick to a charge without listening to it. You don't even want someone to even argue back with it, and you get mad.
Oh, we're
Listen,
not
Okay.
in court.
That's
why.
Will not stick. That is what the court is for. That is
What-
okay.
we in-
That's no, but where's the court though?
Not at all. You're not
Oh,
serving
okay.
a single second in prison
You're gonna
for it.
walk out of here probably.
Got you.
That's it. Yeah, you literally, if you don't have any other charges, you're walking out.
Bro.
All right. The second point of the okay. Look at the burden of proof. Where's the intent to commit murder? Like where? What?
How can you not argue charges? Like I don't understand. You can't you simply can't argue charges. Oh, you got a court charge. How? It doesn't even make any sense. You argue the charges with these guys and they get upset. It's just like, oh, we just feel like this guy literally ran off, didn't even get blown up by the bank tank, and said he got shot in the arm. It just doesn't make sense, bro.
In photos, I do see still nothing in there. Yeah, it's still not even in there. Okay.
My parents over here.
Okay, I'm gonna write.
I don't want you hungry or thirsty. Make a food run.
I think I'm good. I appreciate it.
What about you, Z? You hungry or thirsty?
Alien, huh?
Ah. You hungry or thirsty?
I got food. I appreciate it though. Thank you for asking.
All right.
And they mentioned their plans to blow.
Yeah, it's a battery. It's a battery charge. But it's like then he didn't even go down, and then like trying to RP check. Well, hi. What do you mean he didn't go down? It's just all right, cool.
Oh, they're in the hallway talking.
Yeah, let's not even mention that. Like, you know, we had our guns at them and we were shooting them and they ran off. It's like, let's not even mention that, but it's whatever. Because I'm not a guy that like I can understand that. Like maybe like okay, well we're gonna get shot and we're gonna die anyway, so might as well run. To me, I sometimes would be like that's logic, you know. But then this guy goes, let me go find the craziest charge to slam on these guys. It's like, what? All right, man. This is what I'm trying to say. And the whole point was why I was trying to do this chat was more of like to have the, not just pull up and just fucking mag dump a cop. I just don't feel like there's no RP in that. So I was like, I was trying to create a scenario which even if the cop wasn't involved, they would understand why this is happening. But then they just go, nah, fuck it. Let's just give him a court charge. Like, what? That's what I'm trying to say. It don't make no sense. Yo, Kurt.
Yeah.
Yo, my thing is, right?
Yeah.
What pissed me off?
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What pissed me off about these guys? They just literally just say whatever they feel like doing in the moment. You know what I mean? And it doesn't make sense why they're like, oh, it's attempted murder when we held this guy up at a gas pump and he literally just started running off. So it's like, well, how's this attempted murder? Oh, because you shot at him.
I think what they're trying to say is it's premeditated because we grabbed them and took them somewhere.
It's kidnapping. We didn't you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe we didn't plan on murdering. We just want to. Yeah, technically you could say that you were doing the game show thing, and there was no plan of murder, and then it just kind of happened. You're right.
You say anything.
They would have to. They would have to articulate that it was premeditated. Because they don't even know. How could they really prove that, right? You know what I mean?
What? They're not even.
You could say it was a crime, more of passion than premeditation. That would be on them the courts and them to be able to provide that information. And then the guy thinks he saw me have red hair with a fucking mask on, bro. These are the people that are charging us.
Well, my point is like, you know, I guess we just go back to just pulling up and just shooting them down then.
Well, yeah, that would be better, though, because then that's not, you know what I mean? Then you're not.
Who's this arresting officer?
Kidnapping him, taking him somewhere, right?
Well, just trying to keep things, you know, spicy, you know, and.
Well, yeah, but then that's they get fucked, man. I
Yeah.
guess.
How does he have that? Oh my god.
No, attempted murder does not make sense because then that's like a fucking slippery slope. If you're gonna say attempted murder, then anytime you shoot a cop is attempted murder. Then it's just a flat charge. Attempted murder is like I went to the ICU, not the like. Hey, Curtis. My point is like you're saying attempted murder, but the guy that said it's attempted murder is writing up my charges right now. Like what?
Yeah.
Why isn't this guy fucking in the ICU or some shit? Holding on to life support.
What they consider attempted.
Then it's attempted murder anytime a cop gets shot. Then keep it like that.
Well, yeah, I mean you're not wrong. What's the other charge though?
It's called aggravated battery.
Is that what they normally charge you?
Yeah, aggravated battery. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's not attempted murder. Because attempted murder is like, yo, this guy is in hospital and he's fighting for his life.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Not he just fucking got patched up by EMS and now doing my charges.
Right.
What?
Okay, I see where you're coming from now.
But I'm trying to like talk to Knox, but he's just having an attitude for no fucking reason.
Well, you both are having an attitude.
No,
That's
because
the thing.
Knox did this last time though. That's why.
Yeah.
He did this last time to me and it just fucking he pisses me off, bro. But I still love the dude.
Nah, no, I think sometimes like cooler, calmer minds.
Bro, I try to be calm with Knox last time and he just does this ignorant shit. Like, well, it doesn't matter. This is what I think it is, and that's it. Like he just said, oh, my mind's making up. I'm not even gonna think in your perspective.
Well, the thing, okay, so the only reason I think I see where they're coming from is because anytime you try to kill somebody, it is attempted murder.
Well,
no?
then it should be. That's what I'm trying to say. Then, if that's the case, then every time you shoot a cop,
when you shoot cops,
this is a new charge, bro. This is not.
Okay.
So my point is,
yeah, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense.
My point. That's why I was like, oh, did he like go to the hospital? Did he get did he go down? And like, what does he mean go down? Like, it's like, bro, I'm asking you a question because I'm asking, does that make sense? Because he should. How is he the same officer doing my charges when he didn't even get medical attention? So if you go to court, they're gonna be asking for the medical records. Like what made it attempted murder?
Right, I see. I don't know.
Because you know, if you shoot someone in the leg, that's like aggravated battery. If you shoot someone in the chest, they gotta go hospital, all that shit, and blah blah blah. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, how you gonna be attempted murdered or whatever, and then
you're doing my charges right now.
You're like, yeah, I get you. I don't know, 5,000 months or whatever the fuck it is insane.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's a huge charge, right? Like, 5,000 months. Okay, cool, makes sense. Why isn't this fucking guy in the hospital?
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
You can take a plea deal for it, but it's a court charge.
Fuck it, I ain't got no.
Don't go to court. Then don't go to court.
There's no court. Oh no, give me a court
It'll
charge.
sit on the docket.
What docket? Who's gonna look at it?
The DOJ when we get one.
You lost your mind.
Like I say, you can take a plea deal. There are fines and times with it if you want it.
Alright, sis. Get fucked or get fucked.
How is it going on the docket getting fucked? It's literally you're gonna get charged with no time and no fine.
Which one do I want here? Now, yeah, right now I will get no time, no fine.
Yeah, you'll get no time and no fine for it. You need to get a court date.
Right now.
Yeah.
Right. You're saying it if it's like get off scot.
Yo,
we'd like
Rick.
to talk, but like talk separately, without clients.
I mean, if your clients are cool with that.
Rick, can I talk to you for a second? Brother.
Yeah.
My point is, Rick, he's saying attempted murder, right? This motherfucker didn't even get medical attention, and he's doing my charges. How does that even make sense? How is that not aggravated battery? Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, no, I get what you're trying to
So
say.
you're saying attempted murder? I'm like, I'm thinking this guy's in the fucking ICU, fucking breathing out a tube, at least.
Yeah. I needed them to articulate why they're going for murder and why they think that is. So I think I'm gonna talk to Ellie and I are gonna talk to them separately and try to just like run them down, like run it from the beginning and just like figure out why they're pushing. The problem is too is they're still entering reports, so it's hard for me to even like look at what they have to articulate this. So I need them to like. I need to figure out, you know. So I think I'm gonna talk to them separately. That way, like, you know, like we can have like a very productive combo and not have, you know, people fighting and shit, and then figure it out. Because I think attempted murder is kind of it's kind of fucking insane. So I think they're just trying to like big dick, you know, and trying to.
Bro, I don't even know, bro, because this doesn't like. My point is, if I've shot cops before, I get aggravated battery. But they're just going, oh, straight attempted murder on which officer? The officer that is charging. Actually, this might be good for court because how is this guy get attempted murder and he's the officer that processed me? Where's these medical records? Where's everything?
If I'm trying to like put my DA cap on, I think what they're gonna try to say is that like because you had so like in some of the reports that I've seen that there was this trial in a car and then you place them next to this tanker. And then said like guilty and then shot, and they're gonna say, oh, they were trying to kill us, right? And that the premeditation comes from like this whole like trial that happened, you know, that they had this like grand idea. But I still think it's a bit of a stretch because yeah, I mean like bro is right there. He's not like
bro. That's what I'm saying. Like
he's right there.
He's right there. He put me in cuffs. He didn't even get hurt. He ran.
Yeah. They're also.
Well, I can say we play in a game because we have played like bingo with cops before.
Right.
And then the other cops were following us, and then they started shooting.
Right. Yeah, I think attempted murder is a little crazy. I don't think it would stick in court. They're also I don't know how they ID'd Suarez, but they're giving him attempted murder also. Which this also doesn't make sense because correct me if I'm wrong, right? There's two people that were in like a follow car, right? Like in the 10F.
Yeah.
And they're getting hit with attempted murder. That makes no sense whatsoever.
because they're basically saying like we pulled up on a scene together. Basically the like you said, the premeditation, like, hey, blah blah blah, but you know,
But still, I mean, like they're gonna have to like it's on them to explain all that, you know, and I don't think that.
Well, even the purple hair cop, she had so much knowledge on what happened, she wasn't even fucking there. So that shit don't even make any sense. She wasn't even in the car.
I'm curious how they ID Suarez. That's the thing.
I think Suarez got arrested. He went, and then they picked him up. The EMS came and picked him up, and then they probably went through his pockets and.
I just got off the phone with him. Apparently, they took his mask off and fully saw his face.
Yeah.
I think we go talk to the officers like separately, and I want them to walk. Like, these are serious charges, right? And I don't want them to give me that bullshit that we don't have time. Because if you're gonna push court charges, you're gonna walk me through every detail of like what happened.
Yeah, just don't listen. I would say don't even give him any like, well, you have medical records, you have anything from the scene. Don't even do anything. Don't even.
Because I want them to all. Because like, look, we all know that they're gonna push these charges regardless. Right? Because they're so hell bent on fucking you guys.
Don't want to remove these masks?
I don't want to give them ammo so that they're like, oh yeah, let me go do this.
Yeah.
But like, I want to at least understand what they're like.
Well, good luck with Knox, bro. Because once he sticks to something, that's it. He don't even want to. I've never seen this guy be like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Let me bring the charges into. He's just like, nah, attempted murder. Let's fuck him.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go. I think we should talk to Zaki. Just keep him updated on things.
Yeah,
because obviously he's separated.
All
And
right.
we'll talk to the cops.
Had a mask on and drove away. Did they check his ID?
We're gonna talk to a client on the other side, and then I would.
This whole attempted murder thing is so BS because there's no court to have. Yeah, it's get fucked or get fucked. It's just what it is. But you know, cops can pull up and just fucking gun you the fuck down, and they don't even get a fucking sent off duty. But I guess we just wait till the court case. Oh yeah, 100%. That's how it normally goes. That's pretty much with everything. It's just that they're pushing the most unrealistic charge. That's my whole argument. Just like from an RPY, it's like y'all pushing the dumbest charge ever just to be like, not even like you could tell like they didn't even talk. They literally was just talking for a couple seconds, and then they're like, oh yeah, let's just give them attempted first degree attempted murder. It's like, what? And then it's like, oh, go to court and argue. It's just like, bro, if that's gonna be the situation, like, that's just like what creates like fucking. All right, well, now I'm gonna be thinking twice. Like, I'm not gonna do this shit now. If I pull up on a cop, I'm just gonna gun him down, and then a cop's gonna complain like, oh, I got gunned down. I had nothing to do. Oh, I don't have my phone, and I got no reason to be in this situation. But I'm like, fuck. Well, I don't want no court charge. And I'm sure if Suarez knew some shit like that, Suarez probably would have just fucking kicked him out the car. Like, I'd rather them just, like, introduce some shit and say, hey, if you're kidnapping cops moving forward, this is, like, you know, like, it's an updated thing. It's, like, it's broadcast to the city. Rather than just, like, introducing this new charge and someone just gets fucked on it. You know what I'm saying? Like Monday comes now, hey, where kidnapping of cops and the murder and try to shooting them down is gonna be attempted murder on this and this. Now it's like, okay, that makes sense. So now you're more aware of shit. Like, and who's making up these times, bro? 5,000 months? 5,000 months? Like, if I'm gonna go to jail for 5,000 months, I want it to be like something huge.
I know, that's why I'm trying to feel way off. Because there's not many left.
What is the difference of that cop just shooting at my car and almost shooting me down in a scenario they had nothing to do with on Friday when me and Ricky were shooting golden tigers, and then the cop just started shooting us and we didn't have nothing to do with it. So now if I turn around and shot that cop, would I get attempted? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, how long is 5,000 months? I don't even know. It's 3 days? And they're fucking strong pistols. I gotta shut up because I'm gonna crash out. Oh God, I might crash out.
Everybody come on, walk through the store for me.
Unfortunate. Holy shit. Wonder why that is.
Yeah, because they can.
You don't have any special lenses. No.
Grumpy did call it.
File something with staff.
You want to see the bat, sir?
Why is your mouth open, Rubble?
I don't know, sir.
Close your fucking mouth, boy.
I got blown up today, sir. Hold on. Let me close my face.
You have a dick next to your mouth now. What was it? There you go. Alright.
Meant for people who I see. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like if it's attempted murder, he should definitely ICU, bro. There's got to be some type of role play on the PD side if you're gonna give someone 5,000 months. You can't give someone 5,000 months and then you're the same officer that processed him. Like, and I know there's cops that would, like, for instance, like a Leanne Cassidy. Like, if she did that, she would definitely like ICU for a day or two, and you would see her in a fucking walking chair, right? That's attempt. It's just like the shit when, remember the shit when the cops kept permering themselves? Because you would get murder and it would be automatic 3 days, and then Ravage had to come in and say, yo, bro, you can no longer keep... Cops would perma themselves, and then they would get a new cop with the same ranks. So any shootout, a cop just started perming themselves, and then people just getting 3 days, 3 days, 3 days, 3 days. And then Ravage had to like... no, I'm good, thank you, sir.
Okay.
And then Ravage had to come in and step in and say, yo, bro, you guys can't do this shit no more. And he took it away. Because the cop that actually like permed himself the first time was like Laffy or Taffy. And there was actually a storyline behind it. But
For fuck's sake.
I'm just saying, if there's gonna be attempted murder charge, just from an RP perspective, PD needs the guy that's saying that, he needs to be out for at least a day or two in fucking ICU or rolling around in a wheelchair. Not fucking giving someone a charge and then hopping back in a car and then arresting the next person 5 minutes later. That makes no sense. How is that attempted murder? Aggravated battery, yeah, all right, cool. I give you a battery charge, blah blah blah. Go do 10 months, go do your 30 months, whatever. But attempted murder, and the motherfucker that got shot or got grazed is sitting there saying attempted murder. Never went to EMS. Never. I seen him because he had me the whole time. He came upstairs. He was with me the whole time. He never even went to EMS to check his fucking thing. So I get sent to jail. 4 guys or 3 guys get sent to jail for a court charge, and this motherfucker is just, yeah, man, just another day in Los Santos. It's the dumbest shit. And I'm not shitting on no cop or nothing like that. I'm like literally expressing myself to my viewers. Listen, I think Knox is one of my favorite cops. I've always said that. I just think Knox gets into this like rem where he just goes like super hard-headed, where he's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, this is what I'm saying. Fuck it. You don't like it. Fuck you. Like, it's like, bro, what are you doing? But overall, Knox is he's like, I feel like if this happened to Knox, he wouldn't even have pushed this charge. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Because Knox likes this kind of shit, but I'm just saying in general though, chat, like, just from even a viewer's perspective, like, fuck, take me out of the equation. If I'm sitting there and I'm a judge and I'm looking at him like, well, what's the difference between you getting shot and actually going down and then you getting this? Premeditated, but it failed, whatever. But it's like first degree attempted. Okay, if we blew up the tanker and they went down, and now he's in ICU and he's like, at least now he's like, okay, I want to make sure this guy gets these charges. I'm gonna role play this. But he's like fucking limping and just for 2 seconds and then going back on road. It's the dumbest shit. And how can you explain that in role play? You can't without going out of character. You can't explain that. Because I guarantee you, if this attempted murder goes through, every cop now is just gonna be like, attempted murder, attempted murder. It's the same shit with the 13 Alpha.
Oh, lawyer, he's here.
The 13 Alpha, they just start fucking spamming that. Now every fucking person that shoots a cop, attempted murder, court charge, court charge, court charge, court charge. And they're gonna ruin it for an actual role play scenario that made sense. Like if I'm gonna give that charge on like my cop, I'm gonna fucking be in ICU and I'm gonna be in ICU and that's it. I'm fucking calling in the day.
Hey, what do you guys think of barbecue or griddle? Oh, see you, Foley.
Oh, there was more than 10 cops there today. I seen it. See it with your own eyes. Why do I look like this is my undercover outfit? I don't think they're stacking charges, Jay. I think they're just saying.
Put that in a note on there too, but I don't want to stand around too long. Hey, Kadoodle, you look good with the thing on your back. It's crazy.
Jesus Christ.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, the tats. What'd you do?
Bad for Rav. That's why I don't hit up Ravage because Ravage going through shit right now. I don't want to be just fucking nagging him.
Apparently attempted murder.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Did you attempt to murder?
Apparently a cop.
Well, that's not good.
I'm just trying to see. Bro, if it's attempted murder, chat will take it to the chin. It is what it is. Even if we do get the fucking 3 days in jail. But my thing is like the only thing I'd argue in this whole situation and is an OOC thing. And it would be like, if you're gonna give someone attempted murder from an officer, that officer should not be processing that guy that they attempted murdered, and the officer should be in ICU and in RP's injuries for a day or two. Like bare minimum. If you're gonna send someone to jail for 3 days. That's that. Fuck it. Strip it down to the simplest format. How is it attempted murder and he's doing my charges within the 10 seconds? Am I making sense? If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong, chat. Don't just agree with me. I'm just trying to like. That to me just sounds the most logical. Mose with the 10. Appreciate you, Mose. Thank you so much, brother. What's up, Moose? How are you, brother? What do you do in jail for that long? I don't know if you're a new viewer, man, Sentinel, but we've done a lot of time, a lot of days in jail, man. In NoPixel and in Prodigy, we've done a couple days. Prodigy 1.0, I did like 3-4 days. But again, Ravage always makes it fun because he let the boys break me out and shit with some cool RP behind it, so I give him that. Some fun shit that always happens. But yeah, we've done so much time in jail, we're fucking used to this shit. But there's always like something big that happens, right? Like, yo, the cop that I killed, he died, and you know, it was this big court case, and it was 3 days I spent in jail. When we rushed the courthouse and killed everybody, we got 7 days. We did the Changaloa arc and we shot all those people. It was still something big. I just don't feel like this is big. This was just like a day-to-day thing. It was just like, hey, oh, we kidnapped a cop, we're gonna shoot him out of that Prodigy thing. So even like, it wasn't like the wow moment for the viewership, you know what I mean? This was just like a regular, hey man, we're gonna teach these cops a lesson. What, baby? What you got? Stay there. Oh. Alrighty, yeah. So they're trying to push the 5,000 months? It seems so right now. Jaggalo arc was crazy. There was a build up to it. Even though I was pissed about the jail thing, but I had fun. But that, to me, I just felt like, what the fuck, like, yeah, like.
Thank you. I'm talking to you again, LT.
What are even debating here? Because you could probably be long out. I don't know. They're gonna give it regardless. There's no point debating. I think Ellie's watching it, so you guys go look at Ellie's stream, see what's happening. Yeah, that's like 3 days, 4 days, I think. There's no court. That's what Zakid said, and he was like, well, you just wait until the DOJ's back. You'll see it on the docket. I think it's a new charge, right? That's why I said I think it's a new charge. Bro, I don't know, man. What's up with my camera today, man? You still have time? They said after court, right? It's just gonna be. But they need. Listen, I'm telling you. Listen to me, chat. Mark my words. If they push this charge, they're gonna start pushing this charge for. You're gonna see by the end of the week, 12 motherfuckers have this charge. Every cop is gonna like cops just see some shit and then they start doing the same shit. Oh yeah, like, we'll do this as a court charge. Like even them arguing these charges right now, there shouldn't be like 12 cops in that room. What the fuck? There's 3 people in these cells, man. Hey man, let's just try to RP our way with this, man. We gonna get what we get regardless, man. We're gonna be playing cop later anyways, chat. We're gonna have some fun. How long we been sitting here right now? After what Knox did, like that's what I'm trying to say, like, because Curtis was like, "Oh, you should," but I'm like, bro, what Knox did last time, and it's like even Vinny was like, "Yo, you should have just went to court." Like, bro, Knox is not all and be all, bro, because he's assistant commissioner, bro. Like he was dead wrong on those charges last time. Yo, what's up, brother?
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out. This is Zolo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Disregard. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Damn, you tattooed up, man. You tatted up.
So I did a report on you. Oh my fucking god. Disregard me. Hold on. I'm going through it right now. This helmet, man. This helmet's pissing me off. There we go. Okay, so I did a report on you.
Okay.
On top of the LSIA garage. I took a shit ton of pictures. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you what I know.
Okay.
And if you feel like telling me you were there, I'll explain what would happen to you based on what I know.
Okay.
Okay, so your bullet casings were found on scene. The gun comes back to the gun that you had. I took pictures of what was going on that rooftop. It seemed like there was a conversation to be had between 2 groups. I'm trying to figure out what side of the conversation you were on. There was the individuals with the like weird samurai-looking masks, and then there was the other side of things. Now the individuals with the samurai-looking masks were the ones who pulled guns and shot.
Yes, sir.
Pictures of that shit.
So you see yourself. You can see it's self-defense right there, right?
That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to figure out if you were the party that was shot at, or if you were the party that pulled the guns.
Oh, so all I know is I got shot at, and you know what I'm saying, and I shot back.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. You're not going to be looking at any charges on that today, then. You saw what?
I appreciate that.
Yeah. I just wanted to figure out which side of the garage you're on.
Thank you, Sergeant.
You're welcome.
Leanne.
Yeah, like.
Come here for a sec.
Yeah, what's up?
Can you explain to me what the fuck is going on?
I don't know. I'm not involved in the conversations that are over there. I've just been around, but it's above me. It's deputy commissioner. You know what I mean? Just a corporal at the end of the day.
No, I need your brains, okay? Please, I need someone in there with a brain.
There's
Because,
a couple people in there with a brain.
well, listen. Listen. This guy saying attempted murder. The guy that is processing me is saying he got attempted murder on his life, and I just don't understand. I just don't understand it. Like, he didn't even get hurt. What's up, Kim?
I'm not involved in the scene, so like I genuinely I can't help you here because I don't have all the information. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The officers that have all the information are working on it, and if the DC's overheading it, it looks like he's currently in talks with the lawyers.
Yeah. What you think I should do here? Just fuck it?
I can't advise you either way. You got to decide that, and I can't sway it. Right? So it's up to you.
Appreciate you, Leanne.
You got your right. You got your lawyers that are fighting for you.
Yeah, Faye.
All their advice. Be my best advice.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
What are you wearing?
It's a new look, you know what I mean?
That just registered to me.
You don't like my new look? Let me see if my camera works now.
Okay, yeah, let's talk to Zolo first. Hold on, I need to fucking. Okay. Or so who's the officer for the warrant? Are you the?
You talking about the sergeant? Or he's good.
No. The sergeant was with the hot gun. That's different.
Okay, so here's where we landed. Let's do today. Let's do the incident that he's in here for, like right now. Okay. Zolo, we talked at length about the attempted murder charge. We didn't really get anywhere. It's going to have to just go to court, and we're gonna fight it in court.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
Didn't they walk in and say that Suarez had Curtis' gun there? Why is Zolo like what? How did I step away for 1 second to try and get Zakid's stuff back, and suddenly he's being hit with the hot gun? So how did that work?
I feel like I need to take a fucking nap. I don't know. I want them to. It sounds like they mixed a bunch of fucking evidence up. Honestly, I'm just like so genuinely confused about what they're doing. So I think we're gonna talk about.
Gun got taken off him when he was initially down, and somehow they're putting that. Zolo's getting the gun charges.
Yeah. Did you have a gun on you at all, Zolo? That was like Suarez's gun at all?
No, I didn't have Suarez's gun.
I think they just completely mix stuff up.
Can we use that in our favor then, if they don't realize when it comes to like how do we use that for our favor, Rick?
Well, then they're making like procedural errors, which like kind of like clouds the entire. Hold on, I gotta make sure I'm not yelling. I can't even see if I'm yelling. I'm gonna take a nap. This is like pissing me the fuck off. Hold on.
I'm gonna give you the TLDR, but they're using the conversation that you guys had with the EMS as evidence as well that you guys planned to blow them up at the gas station.
Oh, say that again, Ali?
The EMS that you were riding with, the chief of EMS, she's using the conversation that you guys had in the back as like, you know, at the moment it's hearsay, but if it goes to trial, they're gonna use her as like, you know.
Why would she get involved though?
Because she heard you guys talking about how you plan to blow up at the gas station or whatever.
But does she want to die?
Well,
The fucking Carter's wife?
yeah, I know. That's
Bro.
But that's how they're coming to their part of their.
So she was listening to our she said we heard a conversation in the car, and she does. So now when we fucking kill this chick, and And then what?
Yeah, I know. I'm just letting you know how it's all going. Like, they're not. They want this to go to court. We're cooking up as much as we can to fight it when it gets to that. But yeah, like they're pretty much we could.
Ellie, how is the guy that I attempted murder, didn't go to EMS, didn't go to anything? This guy's not sitting in a fucking ICU or a wheelchair processing my charges within. Does that even make sense?
I know.
So if that's the president, why don't every time you shoot a cop you're getting attempted murder?
That's why we're gonna be able to fight it in court.
He didn't even go.
They're. I know.
He didn't even go to EMS. He was with me the whole time. He came out and then put me in cuffs and then came upstairs with me. He didn't even go EMS.
Yep. I know. And he is your arresting officer as well, which is
Conflict of interest, no?
Yeah, I don't know like if it is because I know that it's a fucking mess and it's gonna be fought, but like I said, they've just been on an energy today.
What is where's their medical records? Are they gonna now fucking? We already know the fucking EMS is corrupt. Are they gonna cough up some fucking medical records for this guy?
Maybe.
Oh, there needs to be timestamp because I know for a fact he didn't go to the.
Thing is we're not bringing that up because it's gonna.
Yeah,
give them
exactly.
The
I
idea
know.
that they need to do it, so that's why we're not pushing too much on that. Like we're going to be fighting all of this in court. Because I can guarantee they've got, like, at one point, I don't know, Fleming, that purple-haired cop.
She wasn't even there!
The thing is at one point, she was even like, this has been going on for an hour and a half and we're sick of this shit. I'm like, oh, so you're punishing them because of other shit that's going on.
Yeah, but you want to put me in. You want to put someone. Yeah. This is what I'm saying with these guys. They want to put you in jail for 5,000 hours and expect you to be like, okay. Like, you can't argue with whatever they're saying. You can't even use logic. They just don't want to use logic. And she's talking, she can't fucking spare an hour.
Yeah, I know.
You guys don't have a 9-5.
You gotta go sit back in.
That's okay. It's fine. I'll just.
All right, the key. Well, I got shift change going up.
I forget what we're waiting for.
So what is there like? So are there?
We were talking about the hot gun and how they walked in and said it was on Suarez, but now Zolo's got these charges. So how does that work in our favor?
Well, I got hot gun charges. What?
Well, no. Suarez does because it's Curtis's gun, and he used it today. But for some reason, they're putting it on you.
On you, yeah.
Why? What?
Because they fucked up the evidence at some point. Yeah.
So there's two ways to go about this. It's either we call it right now so you don't get the hot gun charge, or we have to in court articulate that there was like a chain of evidence issue, and because of that, I mean, it doesn't even matter. We can get it thrown out right now. We can tell them, have them try to explain it, and then it's still documented. Like we can still go to court and be like, you know, it's so bad that one, they had conflicting statements when we were in that room about who was in the car.
Oh yeah.
They were saying
they did.
Zaki was in the kidnapping car, which wasn't the case. And then the fucking cop gave me some fucking attitude about it. And then
Fleming.
And then the gun thing now. So I think
No, I changed my gun, chat. I changed my gun this morning.
Through each thing, I'll try to get you out of here. Just like.
So, but okay, hear me out, right? My thing is what are they gonna switch up their testimony because this guy didn't even know who was in the car and who wasn't in the car. So now are they gonna switch up these guys are corrupt. This guy is fucking pissed. He got kidnapped, whatever.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is after the fact, are they gonna switch up their testimony because it's kind of like, well, we can slam all these charges on you and then you have to go to court to figure this shit out. And if you don't go to court, you're fucked. Been sitting here for an hour and a half. It's like, what?
I think he doesn't even know who the other person was in the car. The only one he could identify was you the entire time as being in the kidnapping car to the very end because of.
But how? He got attempted murder. He got shot. He said he got shot. He got blown up. Well, how does he how? He got blown up, right? Like what the fuck? He don't make no sense. Which one is it? Did you get blown up or did you not get blown up? Did you get shot or did you not get shot?
That's where we're gonna be fighting it, but we can't. That's
yeah.
what we can't. Like we can't do that now.
I want to show your cards. Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's the thing too. Is like, yeah, they were like, Yeah, it was a whole thing. Let me call the processing officer in here, and then we'll like go through all this just to make sure it's all good. But like for this, they're gonna push the attempted murders. There's an 2 times a kidnapping for taking the officer or taking officers, and then I think the last one was 1 agbat because there was a shootout that happened after.
What?
They're gonna charge 1 agbat. Yeah.
Well, for the not for Foley and Sands, for the other officer that went down, like not tied to the 2 that got kidnapped.
So the officer that we actually shot down is an ACBAT, but the guys that we didn't shoot down were getting first attempted murder? How does that even make sense?
Well, I mean, it's more things that we can fight as well.
Like,
you know.
I mean, I know what their strategy is gonna be. They're gonna be like, even if they didn't get hurt, it was the whole like
Premeditating, yeah.
That's gonna be their plan. I think we can poke holes in that though for sure, but I think that's the angle that they're gonna try to go with it. Then I don't know what the warrant's for, but they're saying the hot gun is tied to another attempted murder, which I think is Suarez's gun, right? Like they're trying to pin another 2
That's what
attempted
they walked
murders
in
on you.
saying.
And then I don't know what the warrant's for, honestly, but we can chat through that.
All right, let's try to figure out this hot gun stuff first as well.
Okay, we're ready to chat about Zolo. Okay, so for today's incident, right? There's the 2 court charges. Obviously, you guys are pushing those. Nothing we do there. It's 2 kidnappings, right? 2 counts of kidnapping.
Yes, that's good.
Okay, and then the last count is was an agbat, right? Is that right?
That's correct. That's correct.
And that's everything from this incident.
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay. Okay, Zolo, my legal opinion here would be to plead not guilty because even though they're going to separate the court charges from the non-court charges, a guilty plea may be leveraged against you for the non-court charges when you go to court, if that makes sense. But I've talked to Knox, who said he's still willing to give you a time and fine reduction.
You hungry?
If you plead not guilty.
Only time. Only time.
No,
Only time.
only time.
You don't want protein?
I've been fucking. Well, okay, so let me ask you a question. So, what is a court charge and what is not the court charge?
What'd you say?
The court charge is attempted. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I mean, they have to
So
get.
the court charge is going to be the attempted murder of Sands and Foley, so the blowing up of the gas station. The kidnapping is going to be today, where they were taken from the spot, and then the agbat is another officer not involved in the blowing up that was shut down. The court charge is just the attempted murder.
I think they have to separate those out, right? Is that?
Yeah, the court charges are separated to what he's getting now. You can see he's on the report twice. Yeah. However, there is also 2 other incidents that we need to talk about.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, that we do need to talk about
Yeah.
that.
Okay, so for this, my recommendation would be to plead not guilty, but up to you for today's incident.
Yeah, not guilty.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we would like a reduction on that. Can we get 25%? He's been it's been a
Here, let me ask the commission how much we can give. One moment. Okay?
I've been literally sitting in here for an hour and a half,
if he doesn't give 20,
and they want to give me fucking 5,000 months. I don't even understand these guys, bro.
We want to take care of Brutus here since he's got a really simple one, other than murder stuff.
Yeah. Let's.
What's
So
I can listen and then I'll relay back to Ray.
Alright,
Okay,
Brutus, I want to kind of get you going here, right?
Specifically, right?
Yeah.
So you're pretty much looking at the same as Zolo for 2
Alright,
attempted degree murders, but that's going to go to a court charge. We're going to be doing
my discretion.
3 to kidnapping and then 1 times egg assault.
Yeah, 50%. And then you want to talk about the other charges?
Yeah, what's the other charges? What's the time right now? What time am I? How much am I going to jail for?
You're going to jail for the total. The max time is 100 months with a $4,050 fine. Pretty much you'll be getting $40,050 fine with 50 months for this.
Okay, that's for what? The aggravated bat thing?
No, that's for all the charges separate to the murder charge.
What you're going to be charged for.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk about the hot gun charge.
Yes. Let me pull this up real quick.
What place is the gun on Zolo? Like, are we 100% sure that it was found on Zolo?
Yes, 100%.
What is that? What is that gun from?
It's a gun that you had in your possession.
No, but what does it come back to?
It comes back to a shooting at the North Rockford gas station. 2 officers got kidnapped. There was a shooting. The officer explained that he got kidnapped. It's the same situation when we got kidnapped. We were about the protests and all that stuff, and us being and whatever, etc. And then and the suspects poured gas around the vehicle and shot at the gas, and then the gas pumps and the officers blew up. So you're gonna be getting 2 times attempted first-degree murder as well for that incident.
Who documented?
So that's another court charge.
Yeah, it's another court charge. But nothing like for now. It's just for the court later. It'll be connected to this incident.
Okay, and who documented it? Were you the one that documented his possessions?
Yes.
And you're like 100% sure this guy was
100%,
found there, not on
1000%,
anyone else.
1000%, yes.
Oh,
okay, I mean, same thing with here, Zolo. Like, I'm not gonna be able to. Like, we're gonna have to fight in court, pretty much.
So that is basically 10,000 months I'm fighting.
Yeah. Well, there's a maximum, right? Is there a maximum?
Oh my gosh.
But I'm pretty. But that is the maximum, and usually, I mean, there's no way the judge gives you. I mean, let's say theoretically, if you are found guilty, which let's say will happen, But I'm saying theoretically, come on, the judge is not going to give max time. Come on, that would be stupid. Yeah. I'm sure he would give. I'm sure he'd probably do like maybe 10. I don't know, but like, realistically speaking, there's no way the judge gives max time for. Maybe he'll give the time for 1 out of 4 charges.
Yeah.
I don't know,
And then Zolo, just to clarify,
So let's just.
you're not spending any of that time right now.
Let's just stack the charges so the judge gives them some time regardless.
You motherfuckers, this is the type of shit that happens.
Okay.
People actually try to talk to you and do things. That's what happens, brother.
My recommendation is to plead not
It's no
guilty
more
to
fucking talking, People are just gonna fucking pull up to you and fucking murk your ass, bro.
Not guilty on
No
that
need to
charge.
fucking deal with this dumb fucking shit. You guys are fucking
Okay,
stupid
now the
as
final
fuck, bro.
incident.
It was a warrant, right?
So it was actually the concert that happened involving Ollie Garden, and pretty much Zolo was identified on scene with no mask.
we have a
and,
shift change in 7
What he
minutes.
did was he getting 2 charges. One time felony obstruction of justice, which was tackling officers and attempting to detain. Tackling officers attempting to redetain Olive Garden. So he was tackling officers on scene, while trying to save Olive Garden from custody. And then he's also getting 1 time to accessory to escape custody, which is helping to uncuff Olive Garden originally. So
Is that not a stack? Obstruction and then. What was it? Sorry. What was the other
accessory escaping custody?
Custody. Yeah, I mean, they're kind of a stack though, because it's kind of a lot of lap over with that, right?
I don't know. I can remember.
Because like, for example, right? Like usually, like let's say you do a PD.
Wait. What was that for some concert? Is it you said it was me? You got pictures and stuff?
Officers PID'd you. Don't see.
PID'd me.
What does that mean?
Let me read the report. 1 second. You fully read it. Hold on.
Bro, I think I was wearing a mask at that event, chat.
It's one of those things that, like,
I think I was wearing a mask, chat. I think I was wearing a mask. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, so it says here in bold, at Zolo Levi, 871 was directly observed without wearing a mask, attempting to uncuff Olive Garden and then tackling officers to prevent her capture. So officers PID'd. Positively ID'd Mr. Levi being on scene, obstructing justice, pretty much. Hence the warrant. And that was Captain Eric Pike's statement.
Are there pictures of him at all?
Let me see. Nah, there's no pictures. But it's still enough to push the charge.
Is Pike awake?
He is, yeah. Let me call him.
Yeah.
To be fair, Pike is a legit cop, so.
Like, do you I don't want to waste your time, but like,
What's those? What's that time and fine?
On this warrant.
Yeah, on that the Ollie thing you said you was talking
I mean,
about.
can you work with me on this? Because for example, let's say there's like a PDM or a bank or something like that, right? There's an interference car or something like that, right? They usually get charged with obstruction, but then help like, sorry.
But I can't drop the charges for the warrant. I mean, unless Captain Pike decides to drop it. I'll call him down here. 1 second. I can't really. It's not really my place to drop the charges on that. Hey Cap, are you available right now?
Hey, this is good, bro. This is good.
Oh, could you come down to this? I have
Oh shit.
Hey, Rick. So much. I just didn't want to do the conventional pulling up and just fucking blamming him.
Okay,
You know.
Pike is coming down.
I know.
He'll be here in like 2 seconds. He's just upstairs.
That sounds good. Sounds good.
But yeah, that's about it with everything.
I look. I appreciate your time. You know, I just want to make sure that
no
it's all like.
I completely understand. That's fine.
So, chat, I'm getting 4 times attempted murder.
I've never seen that happen before.
Listen, alright. No comment, but yes, I agree.
Okay. Maybe we can at least work that out.
Let's see what Cap says.
Yeah.
Righty.
What's up, Pike? How you doing?
Howdy. What are
Okay.
we looking at?
The warrant.
Yeah, but what's the number?
2837.
2837?
Mayhem. Yes.
Alrighty, Central Park Mayhem. Mr. Zolo Levy. How you doing, buddy?
How you doing, Pike?
Right, so obstructing for tackling officers while attempting to detain her and then escaping because he assisted in the uncuffing. They're 2 separate incidences.
What do you mean assisted in the uncuffing?
Oh, I physically watched Mr. Zolo here uncuff Miss, or attempt to uncuff Miss Olive Garden, as well as the same time during pursuit of her, he tackled officers to prevent their apprehension.
I mean, is that not? I mean, it's not a stag. It feels like that's
No,
kind of like
those
one
are
of the same,
two
right? Like,
separate actions committed by Mr. Zolo here.
Pike? What's the time on those and the fine?
85 months and 2,800.
what's
Yeah. I don't want to do your job here for you, counselor, but you know you can negotiate, right?
No. I don't even have. I don't even
definitely negotiate.
No, I know. I don't even have access to the report. I only have my MDT, so like I can't get to it. So I'm just like operating in good faith here. I'm trying to figure it out. I mean, my initial question was how he ID'd in the first place. Like I heard that it was like your visual ID, but like what was it that like were there specific details about him that like led you to believe it was
Mr.
Zolo?
Levy had no mask on, and I have a long history of arresting Mr. Levy and talking with him independent of arresting him. So I was able to, recognize him based on just socially knowing him.
Okay.
Pike, are you willing to do any for these charges? Can we do some shit like time or whatever?
I mean, look, he's
I'm not opposed to having stuff be worked out.
Hello, please.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. No.
Also, what's again? I don't have the context for what happened, but why is it felony obstruction and not misdemeanor?
Because it would be felony because the escaping is felony charges. So because the crime that was committed there, as well as the actions, that makes it felony obstruction.
Okay. So you're saying that the tackling of the officers is the felony obstruction, and then like releasing her from handcuffs is the escaping custody charge.
Yes, correct.
Accessory.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, can we work something out? Can you drop the escaping custody and just say that felony obstruction covers both of that? He, intentionally inserted himself in a situation to get you guys to not be able to apprehend this individual. And then just
I'd be
call it
willing to
obstruction?
drop it down to misdemeanor obstruction. And keep the escape in custody. That would drop 60 months
that's
down
good.
to 10 months and $1,000 down to 500.
Well, that was like way better.
Yeah. So it gains a lot of time there. Halves the fine.
Chat, Pike's cool.
Obstruction charge, and then
If I had no mask on, it's
stands here
whatever.
and work out any time and fine reductions from there.
Pike's just this is
We'll keep
this is
the
just a separate
accessory to it.
incident, but added on to this shit. So don't give Pike shit. Chat.
You say
That's
accessory.
cool.
Was there someone else that was also involved in?
There were multiple individuals.
There was
4 or 5 different individuals.
How do we
what's his
know
name?
Zolo
The
was the
Quan
one
Dumas. The Quan Dumas was also attacking officers, and I have a warrant out for him separately with that as well.
How do we know that Zolo was the one that actually like got the handcuffs off?
He was assisting in getting the handcuffs off. It doesn't necessarily mean he was the one who did. That would be principle.
Okay. And he was like in that area at that time. Like we.
Absolutely. He tackled me.
Okay.
Pastor grabbed me by the shoes and dragged me down.
Wait, so sorry, backing up a little bit. Who was observed actually uncuffing Olive?
One masked individual who I did not recognize. Mr. Levy here. I believe Mr. Peanut as well. And then I don't remember who else is in this report.
Okay. 'Cause in my mind, right, like escaping custody, specific intent crime, like how do these individuals have knowledge of this person, then subsequently uncuffing this, like, you know, going in and then uncuffing this person? Like, what if Zolo had no knowledge of that was gonna happen, right? Like, maybe he was like tackling officers, whatever, but then sort of like someone else's actions, right? I agree that person that uncuffed Olive escaping custody 100%, but everyone else that was involved, there's like a specific intent element there. How do we know that he had that sort of mental state of knowing that was going to happen? You know what I'm saying?
Not really, but at the same time, I mean, Mr. Levy here did go forward with attempting to uncuff her multiple times, while being instructed multiple times to cease and desist from doing so. End of the day, we honestly were just going to talk to the individual and we're going to just cut her loose because we had no, affirmative report of anything that she did. The crime here, honestly, is the escape in custody more than anything else.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I dropped that down to the misdemeanor obstruction of justice, which reduced it to 65 months and 2,300.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Again, I was just
It's actually dropped down to 35 months.
What did I say?
You said 65.
My mistake. Yeah, 35 months.
Okay.
85, 35. That's a huge difference.
Yeah, misdemeanor obstruction and then escaping custody. Accessory to escaping custody. My legal recommendation for this would be to plead guilty, and hopefully we can work out an additional time and fine reduction, considering everything he's facing, you know, and how long he's been here. If you guys would be open to that.
Yeah. So okay. So if he pleads guilty, I mean, let's see what he pleads first.
I think for this one, this is the least of your worries. So I think, you know.
Yeah, for the Pike one, I plead guilty.
Okay, I'm good with 25% off because the lawyer's arguments were pretty solid on this one, and Mr. Levy he was doing his damnedest to, make himself into a linebacker.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good. All right. So 25.
Cool.
You said 25% for both.
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Thank you, Pike.
Appreciate you, Pike.
Always.
So let's just get everything straight. So in that case, if you get 25% off for both, I'll send you up for this check like after you get sent off for the first incident, and then for the first incident, I mean, you pled not guilty, right? Is that correct?
Yeah. All the charges you gave, not guilty.
Yeah, not guilty for today's stuff.
And for the hot gun too.
Wait, they weren't.
The hot gun is
part of this.
Yeah, no, the hot gun from the gas station, that's one thing, and then he had another incident with the hot gun, but the officer came down and decided not to push charges for the hot gun. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So okay. So for this one, you'll get 50 for the first incident, 50 months, and a $4,050 fine, which I'll send you off for now and shortly.
Say that one more time.
$4,050 fine and 50 months.
Okay.
For this incident, for the not guilty plea. Right. And the second incident, which I will send you up for in a moment, it will be like, it'll be like, I don't know, like 20 months or something, 25 months. And
Okay. All right.
Okay.
all right, you ready to get sent off then today?
Yes, sir.
All right, have a good day. What was your state ID?
It's 2531. So just to confirm, the hot gun is not in contention anymore. That was dropped.
Like, yeah, one of the two gun reports, like the one at the gas station where the two officers went down for the two premeditated murders. That's A, right?
Okay.
There was another one where there was another one about shooting in LSIA like 3 days ago.
What's up, Yogi?
And then I called the officer who made the report to come down, and then he spoke to Zolo, and then he said no charges.
Okay.
So let's get it correct. So in total, I'm facing 10,000 months for today, right?
No.
On a court charge.
No. You're not getting the court charge
You're
stuff
not getting
today.
the court charge, is what I'm saying. Like you're only gonna get in total 60 months maybe right now.
Yeah, but I'm still gotta go to court. But I'm still
Yes.
possibly facing 10,000 months. That's what I'm asking. So 5,000 for the first two, and then 5,000 for the gas station.
Yeah, I mean it's judge's discretion at the end of the day. Like
I know. I'm just saying max. The judge could throw this shit out. I'm just saying. I just wanna.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maximum you'll be getting 11,500 a month.
Okay.
All right.
So let me before I leave, right? Let me ask you a question. What kind of like how did you come to that charge of first degree? Was it because the kidnapping or something like that, or like how does that like?
The premeditation intent for when we got kidnapped, you know. So like you pulled up on us, right?
Yeah.
Held guns at us, right? Told us to get into the vehicle. Then you explained to us the reason why we were in the vehicle and it was all to do with a previous situation that happened prior. And then pretty much, you pulled up to a gas tank. And you just started shooting in the gas tank, trying to kill us pretty much. Trying to murder us pretty much, right?
Okay.
And
So, but like if it's
it was all planned, it was like a plan
okay. All right.
attack on us.
So if it's just more of like, hey, I get into a car crash and then end up shooting cops, it would just have been battery.
That's all premeditated, right? Because if you're let's say it's a PDM, you're escaping from PD, you crash, you're on pretty charged shooting officers. That's not really premeditated, right? That's just that's kind of fall into, I would say in my opinion, that's like second degree or maybe third degree. First degree is like properly premeditated, and what happened today was kind of, in my opinion, it was premeditated.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I just wanted some understanding.
Okay.
So I guess we just pull up and just shoot cops.
What was your state ID again?
It was.
We initiate and then we just shoot them. We don't kidnap them.
All right, Mr. Levi, have a good day.
All right, thanks, boss. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, Ellie, Rick. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll see you soon, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's just what it is now. You just pull up and then and then like fuck if you better pray it's done properly so you don't fucking get a fucking RDM ban. Chat, my whole initial thing on why I said I wanted to kidnap cops is because I wanted anybody that was a part of the scenario to understand the scenario. I didn't want to just pull up and be like, hey, you did this to my brother Suarez, and then that cop just signed in and was like, I don't understand any idea of what the fuck is happening, and I just got shot. Rather than kidnapping them and you saying, hey, we're gonna be the guy that's playing fucking judge, jury, and executioner, and we're gonna do it like this. So they're now, even though they probably don't know what's going on, there's an RP scenario behind it where they're like, oh, well, this guy's sick of cops charging them, and then they feel comfortable in that scenario. Then we gun them down. But it seems like that charge you get, you'll still go to court and possibly get a 3-day in jail. So it's like, it kind of like that was my whole thing behind it. But obviously you can't explain that in RP. So just for y'all that maybe new in the chat and just came through, that was the whole point of why I wanted to do a scenario like that. Because I didn't want to just fucking, I wanted the RP on both sides. But it's just this life, the life of being a crimp, to be fair. Yeah, such is life.